Alright, part one. So the Muslim law stoning to death of women is actually done by German witches. So the German witches, gays, they created the Holocaust to kill all the Jews. They also wrote into law, into Islamic law, stoning to death of Muslim women. Okay, and this is organised by the gay communities. The gay communities created stoning to death of Muslim women, and they also run Hamas, right, and Iran as well. So the extreme end of a caveman society and system. So the gay communities are stoning to death of pretty Muslim women and girls is organised by German witches, homosexuals. They've created that. And they also created the Holocaust, killing Jewish people. So they're killing Jewish and Muslim women. And they run Hamas, provoking constant wars with Israel and Jewish people and women. And also it includes Muslim women under attack anytime Hamas attacks Israel. So the German witches created stoning to death of Muslim women. So should the Muslims be adhering to these Muslim laws, these Islamic laws that are written by witches? The Muslims abhor witches and witchcraft. So what are they doing? Involved in stoning to death of women, which is a command by German witchcraft. Okay, and they also created the Holocaust, killing all the Jews. So don't be anti-Semitic, or you're involved in witchcraft too. Okay, so the German witches are led by Africa. Okay, and it's a homosexual group, and then they're actually led by Morocco. So these witches that are created stoning to death of beautiful Muslim women after calling them whores. Well, the people that wrote that are from Morocco, and they're heading the German witchcraft and witches that wrote those stoning to death laws. And at Morocco, if you didn't know, I'm a child psychologist and a trained psychologist. Morocco is the biggest, largest homosexual paedophile country in the world. Yet it wrote stoning to death of pretty Muslim girls because they're not African. And then they're getting called whores. And then Morocco, well, they're very rich. They own the banks. They're stolen it, and they're stolen McDonald's as well. Well, it's not. It's owned by Morocco and the homosexual group that created stoning to death of Muslim women by an African group from Morocco, the biggest homosexual paedophile country in the world. And that Morocco owns McDonald's, all the car companies, all the schools. Running the council, all the men council men working in yellow, all the train services, train drivers there, all the customers there, they're all guilty of working for the German witches that created stones to death of pretty Muslim women to delineate the Muslim world, actually an attack by Africa and Morocco, the biggest paedophile country in the world. So the voodoo group from Africa, Morocco, biggest homosexual country in the world is Morocco, paedophiles, no girls allowed as well. And then they're running in their head that their dad to the German witches that create stoning to death of pretty Muslim girls. Alright, after calling them whores. Well, they created the Holocaust to these German witches, and then also they brought in all the Pakistanis and all the corner shops. Are also these German witches that created stoning to death of pretty Muslim girls, doing this for Africa and the Dark Indians and the Pakistanis that are a blackening system for their own people, and also for everyone else. If they're living in a hosting country, they're trying to do the effect there. Well, we don't want it here because it creates a system less efficient, where there's less education, less people are not studying, not going to universities in some countries, and that's bad for them. All right, we don't want to encourage that behaviour here in a place that's well known for exactly the opposite. So this German witches group are what you know is also a corner of the upper classes, and they're also judges and lawyers, and they're the law society, and that's where stoning to death of pretty Muslim girls comes in. A brutal attack by people that once also created the Holocaust and killed millions of people. Okay, so now they so these German witches are attacking Hitler's Germany because Hitler was from Amsterdam. Yes, he was Dutch. His full name was actually Dion, and that's a Dutch name. And he was from Holland and Amsterdam, where the women are free. The German witches hate that fact. They then created the Holocaust and then blamed Hitler. Hitler had to escape the war. He then went on to have 12 kids, and I'm his grandson, and he's an innocent man. He didn't create the Holocaust. Certainly, the German witches did, and they also created stoning to death of pretty Muslim women. Certainly, my dad didn't. Right, and the German witches did. They've written that in, right, and they're from Morocco. They're led by Morocco, the biggest homosexual paedophile country in the world, is calling Muslim girls whores and then stoning them to death. And this is African theology in action. What do you think? Is it right? Do we want that in Europe? What do the Muslim women think? What do they think of McDonald's that are stoning pretty women to death because they're not African or homosexual men?